Alright, let's get it. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another video. Hopefully you got a little better since the last time you checked in with me. I know you guys peep the Lions drip. Got a big game this weekend. Fun fact about the game, I just read it. They said that, since we're playing the Vikings, by the way, in case you didn't know, you uncultured swine, they're saying that this is the greatest regular season matchup of all time. I'm pretty sure, what is it, for the NFC Championship? No, I'm not too sure what the game is for. I forget, but it's going to be the first 14-win team to be a 5th seed in the playoffs, which is crazy. But, you know, we got it in the bag. I'm not even tripping. Anyhow, thank you for tapping in with me today. I know it's been a minute, but I wanted to wait till the new year. So, of course, welcome to 2025. This is going to be a great year. I can just feel it in my soul. I've been telling everyone around me it's time to really lock in, double down on your goals, and, you know, take all those chips and put them all in on you. This is the year. I really do believe that. That's for me, though. Some people are probably going to have a year of learning and a lot of different lessons being taught, but we all are inevitably. I just believe that this is going to be a phenomenal year as far as growth and as far as putting the work in from everything that I've learned up to this point. And you guys are going to be able to be here with me throughout the whole thing. You're not really going to be able to see over there, but what you guys should be doing, the first thing I'm going to tell you guys to do is this year, make a goals list. So have an annual goal, but do month by month as well. Break them down as to how you're going to be able to do so. If you're not really too sure on how to actually go about making them, like I recommended my first video, James Clear, Atomic Habits. Give it a read. I'm telling you, it will break down everything as far as goal setting and as far as getting to where you want to go. So with that being said, it's a new year. Is it new year, new you? Like, what's this for you? Now, personally, I called this chapter in my life At Last. Because at last, my mind is clear. My distractions are out of the way. I have a couple of resolutions that I'm sticking to and I'm going to stick to. And this is the year I make big things happen personally. And you guys are going to be able to sit there and watch it as well. But what's this year for you? You know, I want to know. The big thing that I want to talk about is starting over. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that in every case scenario. Now, you guys remember maybe a video or two back where I was talking about reaching those new heights and working and getting 1% better every single day. And then eventually you get to that 100% mark. And then what happens? Okay, if you're still on that path of growth, you're going to jump back down to 0. And then it's starting over, getting back into reaching those new levels, into reaching higher and higher, and, you know, inevitably becoming successful in whatever field you choose to become better in. But the main thing is knowing that it's okay to start over. Knowing that, okay, you got the reward, what you worked for paid off, but do you just want to be content there, or do you want to get back to it and be able to reach new levels? So starting over, and that can mean anything as well. It could be, you know, relationships. It could be a new job. It can be, you know, maybe the connection you had with, you know, a family member that was lost over a while ago. And the biggest thing that people tend to forget is that's how anxiety builds up, and then that's how, you know, you tend to get in your head and you tend to think all these terrible thoughts. So why are we not, as a society, why are we not accepting of the idea of starting over? Like I've said before, we're all on this earth for our first time. So we're bound to fail and we're bound to make mistakes, but it's about being able to learn from them, get back to zero neutral, and start over to be able to get to where you want to go. So I look at every year as a perfect example. Every year it's just like, regardless of how the year went before, the year before that went, it's another opportunity to just wake up again and just do something great, do something different, you know, and just start over, start from the ground up and get to something that's bigger than you, hopefully, inshallah. Now, I also look at this every single week because, well, most people tend to look at the weeks wrong. Now, I remember a mentor of mine had taught me a lesson about, you know, if you really say that you dislike something, if you are not the biggest fan of a certain thing, to dissect why is that, and then maybe even flip the script and then change your mentality and make that the thing that you love the most. My example is Mondays. I love Mondays. It's honestly my favorite day of the week because to me it's a new opportunity. It's a whole fresh start because the week beforehand, okay, did I get better? Okay, now I can do even more. I can do more and I can do more and I can do more. And it all starts on Mondays. Sundays are a close second just because Sundays are my day. I don't really do too much on Sundays because those are my days. I really enjoy Sundays. But it's okay to start over even if the week beforehand it wasn't as productive. Not every week is going to be great, but as long as you get to wake up, you have another week. Which is why I'm talking about it's okay to start over. And just because you fell off the wagon at the gym and you stopped going for so long, guess what? It's okay to start over. We've got nothing but time. You've got nothing but time until you don't anymore. But don't leave this earth with regrets, knowing that you're on your deathbed, knowing that, man, I could have did more. I could have did more. Because that's the thing that most people... That's the thing that most people tend to regret when they're on their deathbeds is, why didn't I do more? So take this year and make the most of it. I want you to take this year and try all types of new things. Now, you already know, I've already talked about plenty of times, don't just do a whole lot at once and expect it to stick, especially if you weren't already disciplined in that area, because more likely than not, it's not gonna. That's why most resolutions don't work. Now, my resolutions, I believe, are gonna work because I'm mentally stronger than them, and because I had already been practicing it going into the new year. I didn't start at New Year. I'd already been practicing going into New Year, so that when New Year hit, okay, now here's the real challenge, day by day, and I've been doing very well. So be okay with starting over. Be okay with, even if you get to that 100% mark of becoming better, even if it doesn't give you what you want, be okay with starting over to get to where you want. Crave the results so immensely that the work is irrelevant. I love that quote. I love that so much. And that simply comes from just getting back to neutral, just starting over, doing you. Now, that's just a little quick talk today. I just want to throw something up there for the new year because, man, I'm excited. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great year. I just hope that you change your attitude and you adapt a better mentality going into this year, that you try new things, you seek new challenges, but the biggest thing of them all is that you learn something from every instance and lesson along the way. Every time you fail, every time you succeed, every time you see something new, realize that it's happened. How did it affect you? How did it change your attitude at the moment? Did you like that? Do I have to avoid it? How do I take that moving forward? And that's just with different circumstances and different instances. But be okay this year with, if things don't go your way, don't quit. Just don't quit. Just try one more time and just give it one more try. And if you have to stop and get to being able to give it one more try, be okay with starting over. That's the only thing I've been trying to say. Just be okay with starting over. Be okay with failing. Be accepting of it. Expect uncertainty. Expect it. Bank on it. Okay, so I'm gonna change it up a little bit. So hopefully, if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you joining me. Of course, go Lions. Now, I'll have certain goals that I want to do with this channel and that I'm looking to accomplish this year, and a couple of them are being a couple different uploads a week. Now, I'm planning on Mondays and Fridays uploading, and on Mondays, after my video gets uploaded on Fridays, I'm going to put a Q&A on either my Instagram or right here on YouTube. And I want you guys to ask me questions. I want to be able to answer different topics, and I want to be able to give my opinion on different things that either you're going through, like where to start, book recommendations, gym routines, diet routines. I feel like I'm a fairly disciplined person, so I made the channel for. I want to help. So if I can help you in a certain way, feel free to ask. If you don't know my Instagram, I'm going to go ahead and drop it down low in the description. I also got some music from a couple of my friends that are dropping as well. Tap in with those. But yeah, so Mondays it's going to be a Q&A, just answering questions. Friday is going to be my own talks, my own time, talking about my different lesson of the week. And then eventually, once I get the ball rolling and everything and I get my office more set up, I'm going to maybe throw in a lifting vlog here and there, maybe a day in the life. But the main goal is to be able to start podcasting for real. Like, I enjoy my talks with you guys and being able to do this when I can. But the main thing that I really enjoy doing, that I'm looking forward to, is, interviewing other people and doing actual podcasts and getting real life advice from people who I care about in my life, who were either great mentors, great friends, family members that I look up to, and entrepreneurs that I meet along the way, because I'm gonna be able to do so. I know I am. So that's that was on the agenda to talk about. 2 uploads a week, hopefully get up to more, because I have a certain number that I'm going to reach by the end of the year as far as how many uploads I have on YouTube. Yeah, book club this week. So we just finished Blink by Malcolm Gladwell. Great book, honestly, I loved it. It's a shorter read. So, and I also got a shorter read right now as well, and I've got plenty that I'm going to. It's just a friend of mine has been giving me books, so I've been diving into them when I can. I just started this book today, actually, so start for the new year, start off right with the new book. And this one's called 7.5 Lessons About the Brain. It's by Lisa Feldman Barrett. She's the author of How Emotions Are Made, and exactly what it is. I read a bigger book called Behave, and it was the study of humans at our best and worst behavior, and this one kind of ties into that a little bit as well. It's just about neuroscience, and I've been very fascinated with neurobiology and just study of the brain. So that's my recommendation for the next 2 weeks. Next week when you guys see my upload, I'll have a new book for you for sure. Maybe not, it's Thursday, we'll see. I guess you just got to tune in next week and see. But yeah, other than that, expect more from me. Expect some more consistency. And I thank you guys for joining me. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. If you follow me on Instagram, feel free to look onto my polls and ask questions on there. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to what you guys have to say and what you guys would like to see from me. So other than that, I thank you. I hope that you continue to win those battles that you don't talk about. And I'll see you guys next week. All right.